welcome back to my channel, my beautiful one art butterflies. I hope that all of you are having a lovely day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the hashtag what's in my boo bag. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys what goodies I have in here, but before we do that I want to give a special thanks to Martha over at Martha Makes Art and Jenny over at Scrapbooks and Memories. So this is my first time doing this collaboration, and thank you ladies so very much for having invited me on. I'd never done this before. I feel like I'm pretty proud of myself because the bag that y'all are seeing here I created myself. So I essentially went thrifting and I found this super cute like nurse uniform, and it was in the style of Halloween and I thought it was so cute. So the pockets that y'all see here are the front pockets that they have by their hip, and sorry about the noise. And so I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be cute as a bag? So I had just enough material to make this bag. I think it turned out pretty stinking cute. So yeah, this is my first year getting to join in on this challenge, and without further ado, you guys, let me show you what I have on here, and be sure to check out all the collaborators. They're gonna be all linked down below, so if you want to be nosy and see what everybody else created, because you can embellish your bag if you so choose, and then you can add handcrafted items into your boo bag and or store-bought stuff. So okay, so the first thing that I have here are some spiders, and I was actually gonna place these on my husband's cupcakes because he is a October baby, and unfortunately I'm gonna be missing his birthday this year, and so I planned a little earlier. I say planned, but I didn't have enough time to make him a lot of stuff this year. My oldest is scheduled for a swimming meet on that day, so unfortunately I'm also not gonna be able to trick or treat with Paul, my youngest, and or celebrate my husband's birthday. So we did that early, and you'll see a lot of like goodies in here that I wish I could have shown you guys featured on one of his birthday days, but I can't. Here we have this little rose crown, which I would have worn this on Halloween, but I no longer can because I'm not gonna be here. But I'll show you the outfit that I would have paired it with. But the outfit that I chose were onesies that look like skeletons, and you'll probably see pictures here. And both me and my husband kind of wanted to take on the Cobra Kai, you know, outfit, but obviously nothing spandexy because we just don't have the body or fit for that no more. No. So anyways, this would have been the little topper to go on my head, and or I could have painted my face, you know, just like they have in Cobra Kai. But anyways, so yeah, that I thought this was very pretty. So that's the first item that we have in there. And then you obviously see some Halloween hands. Wrong way. I should have started out the video like this. Hi guys, it's BB. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that all of y'all are having a lovely day. But anyways, we got some of these, and these are Paul's favorite things to play with, and I thought these would be cute to put in my boo bag. Okay, and then moving right along, we have here some bats. I used some of the bats to embellish our house for my husband's birthday, early birthday. But I want to show you guys something. They come in different sizes. And then they have the sticky back stuff that you attach. But yeah, they come like this. You can see the different sizes there, and then it's got slight creases. I hope you guys can see the creases, and you bend them and it makes it look more realistic, you know? And then this image here, I figured I could keep it and use it for an actual junk journal. Both the front and the back are really cool. All right, so next item, we have some of this ribbon I got from a liquidation sale, and there's all kinds of ribbons in there for future Halloween crafty goodness, and I thought they were all so very neat. So if I end up getting something else for my husband, then I can wrap it in this, or just embellish anything. Okay, so next up we have this guy, and this is gift wrapping paper, but it says trick or treat, and I love the design on it. And on the inside too, if I show you guys on the inside, it's very colorful. It's very neon looking. It's very pretty. And I picked this up because every year I make my husband a Halloween cake made out of candy. And I'll show you guys a small little video here or a picture. And I make it for him because I cannot bake a Halloween cake for nothing. But I definitely can craft up a cake, and I think I'm pretty good at it. I make one every year, except this year I ran out of time because I was doing it during his nap time, and yeah, by the time he woke up, there was no needing to add anything else. So I missed out on putting some of the bats on there, but I definitely use this as like the back or the foam. So you take the foam, you wrap it, you gift wrap the foam like you would a gift, and then you stack another one that's on top, just slightly smaller, to make it into tiers. After that, you get like skewers. You can paint them if you'd like and make toppers out of them. They look really, really cool. You don't have to stamp them like I did, but you can definitely go in with like fussy cut images or stickers. You can embellish it up. Yeah. And then now that this bag is a little bit lighter, I can show you guys the bag. It came out so cute, and I think I'm gonna also let my youngest Paul use it for trick-or-treating when he goes with his dad. All right, so here next up we have this, which are some of the candy. I kept one of the candy bags because I already used the candies for my husband's cake, as you guys saw in the video. Each cake every year is a little bit different, but for the most part it's all the same. So I got the nerd clusters, so delicious. Definitely love those, and a different variety of other bags, but this bag is obviously too small and it won't fit all in here. Hi guys, so Future BB here. I just wanted to show you guys how I went about making my husband's candy cake. So here I'm going in with some double-sided tape. I use the crafter's type because any other type of double-sided tape, it's gonna rip off like the wrapping paper. And the wrapping paper, it's just basically over a postal box, and or you can get some of those foam things that you would use for flowers, and you can get them in 2 different sizes to make tiers, like tiers in cakes, you know. And then you just slap on your candies over that wrapping paper. Just make sure it's like matches the theme of the month. So you can definitely make this into like perhaps like a Christmas one, a Father's Day gift, Mother's Day gift. You just, you know, theme it accordingly. Next, I'm going to take some skewers. And how fun would it be to put items inside of the postal boxes? You can get those for free at your local postal service. And then I'm going to go in with some acrylic paint, and then you just paint your skewers. You can obviously get them thicker than mine if you'd like to, but I think this size works perfectly for me. And you can try to paint all 3 of your skewers all at once just to save you some time, because I remember the first time I ever made this, I was painting each skewer one by one, but it's a lot easier this way to save you some time. So I have used in the past just the foam tiers from, they're like green ones from Walmart, but I opted this year for a box, you know, postal service boxes, and they work just as fine. And then for this, you're just going to go in with pieces of paper that are themed to the theme that you're making this. And in this case, it's a Halloween one. And you don't need that much paper. You can actually use stickers for this if you would like to, and or print out some images. But I'm gonna go ahead and do stamps just because that's what I have, and I think it just adds to the aspect of like handmade or homemade, if you will. And so I'm just choosing some of the favorite ones that I want to place on top of our cake. You're just gonna need 4 images. And you definitely want one to be your centerpiece. The other little ones are just going to surround the big one. And you'll see as I go about creating the cake, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and cut those down to size. And then those are going to be like your focal points for the top portion of your cake. So once you go ahead and cut those down to the size that you want, and or your stickers or your printed images, whatever it is that you want to use. Maybe you could even print out some of your household pictures, you know, for an anniversary too. You could do that instead. That'd be so super cute. I haven't done one of those. I've always just done the Halloween one, but you could definitely do family pictures for that instead, and you can put them at the very top of your cake, and I think that would be super, super sweet. So once they're done eating like all their candies or all the snacks, because you can put, you know, jerky on there if you want to, or miniature shots if it's a birthday party for someone that drinks, or you can opt for anything that you can stick onto the cake with double-sided tape that will hold on to it pretty good. And then on the inside, once they're done with their cake, they can unwrap their goodies that are inside the postal boxes, and you could put maybe some cozy socks in there, some pajamas, or anything, anything that you want. So here you can see that I'm using the cardstock as like a backdrop, and this is not necessary, but I do it just because I feel like it helps the images pop. I go around the image and I'm basically going to distress the edges with the ink, or if you don't have an ink dauber like I do, you can just use the stamping pad itself like I was showing you guys earlier. And I'm just going to go around each and every single little image just to make it more prominent, and I think that just adds a nice little touch to each and every single stamped picture you've got here. And again, like I said, they can be stickers, they could be pictures, they could be stamps, whatever you want it to be. So yeah, I think this is one of those, what is it called, traditions that I'm going to continue on doing, because I think it brings me joy, and I can't bake for nothing. And I think this is just more my speed, more of my jam, I guess, if you will. So yeah, just using double-sided tape to adhere the images, and then again, you're going to cut them down to size, and then you can do this, or you don't have to if you don't want to, but again, I'm just going to go around the images and ink the edges as well. I think it just makes it look that much nicer. And this is what's going to go glued on top of your skewers, depending on where it is that you decide to place them, however you see fit. This is just to give you guys a roadmap on like how to go about it and what I thought made mine kind of pop. So yeah, I had one of my friends request this, so Rima, if you're watching this, hello, I hope you enjoy the tutorial, because she thought about doing things like this for her family members. All right, so now our skewers are somewhat dry. They were still a little bit wet, but here I'm just showing you guys you can line the edges with lollipops if you have them. It's a lot easier if it's that foam, but since we got boxes, I'm going to go in with a awl just to pre-poke the holes in order for the skewers to fit right in. Since I don't have any lollipops to kind of border around the boxes, I'm just going to go straight into the center of my boxes, and then do one skewer in the front, and then two skewers behind those skewers, like closer to the corner of the boxes. So more towards the back of the front skewer. And it's going to look kind of like this. You can see one's more in the front, the others are two in the back. And then the one that's kind of more in the front, you're going to also place another skewer right there. However, this one's going to be pushed further into the box, just so it can, just like for adding more dimension to the images. So you can see here how the lengths are for reference. All right, so now we're going to go in with our glue gun, and we're going to go ahead and glue those onto our skewers, and you can place them wherever it is that you want. So I'm going to place our little bat there to the left hand side, and then you can just angle them however it is that you want. I wanted to do like a diamond shape for that one. And then we have the one that says boo. And then if you notice that on this one, I've kind of just glued it on straight forward and not in a diamond, type of way. And the skeleton is also going to be just straight on. And you can kind of see that it sticks up a little higher, slightly higher than the boo. And that's just going to give your cake more dimension. And you can kind of see them all right there. Next, I'm going in with some felt stickers just for like added texture too. And so I'm just gonna pin those on the corners and just embellish the cake throughout. on some of the sticks, and or you can put these around your cake itself. So just like little toppers. You can use whatever it is that you want. You can use ghosties, you can use vampires, you can use I also went in with some of these fake spiders. These were the ones I was going to use initially, like on my husband's cupcakes and stuff, but these can just go just about anywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to glue those on, and I should have used the pinchers, the tweezers, you know, a while ago, but I didn't think about it. So yeah, it'll help you just place them on your project that much easier. And my skewers are a little floppy, but that doesn't bother me too much, because I know at some point we got to disassemble our cake. And now you're just going to fill in like little empty spaces with some of your bats or anything that you might have, you know. So say for instance yours is a Christmas one, you could be putting miniature, what are they called, like snowflakes or candy canes, anything just to embellish little empty spaces. Here we're gonna go in with the spider webs, and I got this from Dollar General. Honestly, like the cheaper the better, because I had one of my friends try to buy spider webs like this, but they got it from, I think, Spirit of Halloween, and it just does not shred the same. And this one spreads so nicely, and just the way you pull it, it just came together so well. So you can just kind of see, I find a corner of one of the candies, and then I wrap it around that corner of that candy and drape it over, and it just, you can see how easily I can pull on it, and it just, you know, spreads it that much easier. Just like that. And that's our final look, you guys. Next up, I got some more little boo bags here for treats and stuff, and I used some of them to gift my husband his birthday gifts. All right, so I got this one out, and it says Happy Halloween. So there's one kind there, and then we have a purple one that looks kind of nostalgic, and these would be cute to make journals out of it too. Very retro looking, huh? And then this one is the one that I used for his birthday gift. Super adorable. I really like those, and I think they would make for a nice little boo bag. Next up, we have this. So this is a card making kit. I got this from a liquidation sale. That's why it's all beat up, but I saw the potential, and I quite like the packaging, so I could also repurpose it. And it came neatly wrapped. I say neatly, it's a little beat up. Okay. So here, you can DIY your own card, and it already comes out with like fussy cutouts and stuff like that, and they're so cute. Look at that. That's like stickers. Love it, love it, love it. So these are gonna be incorporated into future junk journals too. Isn't that pretty? I love foiled anything. Foiled anything adds such a wonderful touch to crafts. So more fussy cutouts and things like that, and you can DIY a card, which again, I was gonna make one for my husband, but I ran out of time because he woke up from his nap. So it's kind of hard when you got little ones too, because they can be a little loud. It made the nap a lot shorter for us. So yeah, and then it came with like tape and stuff and gems, which was really nice. So cool. Check out the envelope. Well, I like this. I mean, there's nothing to show here, but you can obviously embellish it if you want. And then I also got window clingers, but in Halloween themed. So we did a few of them on our windows, not all of them, because I want to save some of these for next year. But I will show you guys a short little video of what ours look like here at the house. And that's it, you guys. That's what is in my boo bag. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of y'all's day. And again, a special thanks to our wonderful hostesses. Be sure to channel hop. The description is down below, so be sure to check that out. All right, you guys, I'll catch you on the next one.